Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hello, hello. This is Groundhog Gameplays here with a rare commentary video. We're gonna do some Academy stuff today instead, and maybe some multiplayer stuff, but there'll be a different video. This is gonna address some things I've noticed in the past couple of videos I have done, and this applies to myself as well. I'm not that great of a Halo player, honestly. That's Mimplitz, Eli X, and so on and so forth. I've been noticing a lot of newer players jumping into the game. So we're gonna run through some academy stuff here. We got weapon drills. We're gonna do. So we got three different things. We got the assault rifle. We got the pulse carbine, the BR, the old reliable that a lot of people use because it's really freaking accurate, even with the quote unquote nerfs that they put in place in Halo Infinite for the winter update. I don't think it really impacted the weapon at all, honestly. We got the commando, shock rifle, sidekick. This is the pistol, obviously, the Magnum. Mangler, plasma pistol, disruptor, bulldog. That's the new shotgun. Heatwave, sentinel beam. And you get the old classic from all the way back in Halo CE. Stalker rifle. Some of the stuff is new, some of the stuff is classic. Skewer, Cinder Shot, Ravager, Hydra. Not really. I'm not a big fan of the Hydra, honestly. But we'll figure that out together. And then, last but not least, we got the rocket launcher. So I'm gonna just start off with the M4 with the assault rifle here. I'm just gonna demo, a random training here. This is probably gonna be a poor example, honestly, but
Old standby picked up.
Eliminate the targets. 30 seconds remaining.
and basically what you do is you see those hit registrations? I'm shooting them in the head right now.
Five, four, three, two, one. Jun himself would be impressed.
That's not the best score, but it's still netted me a 3-star rating. So basically, what you do now we're gonna back out. That's just demonstration of basically that gives you a feel for each weapon. But here's something even better. We got maps here that we can do. Some of these we cannot play because they're not part of outside of matchmaking yet. Like this one here. This is a Forge map. That's Lockout from Halo 2. Some of these can be done. We're gonna do something that's. We're not gonna do Bizarre because that's the most overplayed one in matchmaking. We're gonna go Streets. And my recommendation is play this training mode as long as it feels possible. I would say if you're a Twitch streamer or content creator for YouTube, like myself, and you play Halo for like fucking 3 hours, I would recommend. If you're a controller player, the same thing would apply to keyboard and mouse users. But keyboard and mouse, as far as I know, is still not fixed in Halo Infinite. But my recommendation is tinker with the sensitivities. Look acceleration, horizontal sensitivity, vertical, zoom sensitivity, trigger dead zones. The lower bump, left and right bumper on the controller. You don't need to mess with this part. I don't think. I have not noticed much of a difference. I've actually not tinkered with that. And then dead zones. Do not set this shit to 0. Do not. Because every controller is made differently. I'm using HorrorPad Pro right now, so I could probably set it to close to 0 and it'd be fine. But my recommendation is if you're going to mess with the dead zones, set it to a point, where the reticule and stuff is moving on its own and you're not doing controller inputs or anything. And then from there, increase your dead zone until the reticule stops moving on its own. Once it does that, that's your dead zone. And as your controller gets older, you will have to adjust your dead zone or go out and spend whatever the fuck a Series S controller or X controller, Elite controller goes for these days, which is in between 60 to $200, give or take a few dollars. In the United States, anyway, it's probably more in other countries. Uh, Set these. I don't think this really matters in Halo Infinite. I have honestly not noticed. It's more so in Halo MCC where it does that that leads to me I believe that they haven't really messed with this yet in the game code, or they did, and it just doesn't work because it's spaghetti. Dead zones don't set to 0. Set it based on reticle movement. If it's moving automatically, then your dead zone is too fucking low. And then button inputs. You can customize all these to your liking. For me, I got it set as close to Halo MCC in general. So like default, the use equipment, that's on a different button for by default. I have it set where that is based on Halo Reach and Halo 4 for the superpowers, hologram, sprint, and whatnot. That's my superpower button, and then you got the grenade. That's on the same thing, and then fire weapon. That's classic. I got that, and zoom. So those are my controls. You don't have to copy these if you don't want to. If you want to, go right ahead. It's right here. I just pointed at my screen like you could see my face. Go me. Anyway, I mean, and there's all this. You don't need to. You can mess with this if you want. You don't need to, but I recommend doing so. And then here's all your keyboard and mouse stuff. When I get a mouse and keyboard for the Series S, I'm gonna probably switch over to that after a while. And then field of view. If you notice in the background there too, watch. Okay, 65 degrees is too damn close. This default is about 77, 78. My recommendation is with this, set it to a point where you're going to be comfortable and it kind of got a decent view. So like I'm going to go back to wherever it was, which I think was like 88. And target frame rate, unless you're sensitive to 60 FPS and you don't like it, you can set it down to 30. I keep it at 60 because it gives me more leeway to get motions and stuff done. I can do 120 hertz, but my TV is not capable of that. I need a HDMI 2.1 capable TV and native 120 hertz refresh rate panel, or I can get a high refresh rate computer monitor and I can hook it up that way. I can achieve the same thing. Motion blur, turn this the fuck off. Just turn it off. You don't want it on unless you want to puke in your seat. Screen check, I turn this off. Exposure, I don't know. Speed lines, I turn that off, but I don't think that really matters. Sharpening, I got that up. Audio, you can turn all this up or crank some of it down. I keep it on dynamic so everything sounds better. Voice chat, I recommend in any video game on PlayStation or Xbox, turn it the fuck off, unless you're with people you trust. Otherwise, just use Discord. Gameplay, I have not messed with any of this except for some of the colors. And theater mode stuff. Weapon offsets, set this to your liking. And then accessibility, I just got all this set to default. I don't need to mess with any of this. If you have certain, you can mess with this if you want, but otherwise it's fine. You don't need to mess with any of that. So that being said, we're gonna do a few minutes of training. And you can have it set in a way as well, by the way, where you can make it so it's classic Halo experience. This is Halo either way, but if you want it where you want to be where you're used to the classic experience, pre Halo Infinite, but you can't turn off clamber though. That's always going to be there. You can mess with the ammo. You can mess with the ammo. You can mess with the death, turning off death and whatnot. But that only affects you. It doesn't affect the bots. You can affect their starting weapon, secondary difficulty. I got it set to Spartan because that's probably as close as you can get to some of the better players out there. But my recommendation is if you're new, set it to ODST, maybe Marine. Stick with these difficulties for a little while, Marine or ODST, and once you feel confident, move up to Spartan. You can turn off bot shooting so you can line your shots up better or learn how to get your shots, whatever. Equipment. Here we go.
Thrusters acquired. That's one reliable weapon.
Bubblegan. Okay. These bot names are randomized, by the way. You can't name them yourself. Fuck. And remember to take cover behind something if you're low on health. Let your shields regen. Don't be a hero.
Nothing satisfies like a 3-round burst.
Waiter. Behind you.
Aim, Spartan.
All right.
Cinder shot inbound.
And you do have the ability to ping like an Apex Legends and stuff too.
Cinder shot available.
The AR back on. There we go.
Standby picked up.
Helps if you reload before you get into engagement.
Forecast boiling.
And you can change your AI as well. E. Boom. Dude, that's the same relation of what can happen too. I literally just spawned in here and I got a pot shot off at me. So there you go. Don't jerk the stick. Line up your shot as best as you can. Using the controller. Try to anticipate your shots. Lead them.
Cinder shot inbound.
Strafing is your friend as well. You don't run into the movement
shot
stick, aiming
available.
stick at all if you're strafing. So like that. That just wastes some ammo there, but that's basically like a demonstration.
And all this
E.
good.
And you will have your kill stolen from time to time. That's the thing that happens. If it happens, just move on, deal with it. Keep on trying. Watch for the shields to pop too. That white bar there above that bot's name, that's the health. When the shields are gone, and you'll see like electricity coming out of the armor and stuff. That means their shields are popped. When that happens, you can go in for the melee strike or just pop a few more shots off and boom. Just keep on practicing and you get better at the game. You will not get better at the game overnight, but you will in fact get better. It just takes time, patience, and practice. Also this. Subspace invaders. Insert point. E.
Cinder shot inbound. Cinder shot available.
Hey, bitch. Hey. 3 assists in a row. Collect them. Alright, that's probably... I think that should be enough right there. If you found this informative, congratulations, you came to the right place. This is Groundhog Gameplays, signing off for this video. I hope you guys will put time and effort into getting that practice in, improving your craft in Halo. This will help you out some with Halo MCC as well. Just remember that sprint is not infinite in MCC. There is no clamber in MCC. And there is no grapple in MCC. So if you're used to that in this, it's going to be hard going back to the old reliable. Both games are Halo. Just one is newer and kind of broken. But it will get better. It may take time, but it will get better. This is Groundhog Gameplays, signing off. I'll catch y'all later.